In invoice factoring, you'll see spot factoring agreements and contract factoring agreements. Before we get started, make sure you go and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay informed with all the latest information on construction payment. A spot factoring agreement allows you, as the seller of the invoice, to pick and choose which invoices you sell. You don't have to sell any, you can if you want to, but there's no commitment. Contract factoring is exactly what it sounds like. You are signing a contract with the factoring company and agreeing to factor or sell a specific amount of invoices. That could either be a specific number of invoices or a total dollar amount. And even in some cases, you may agree to factor all of your invoices. In that case, you don't have any choice. As soon as you generate an invoice, you automatically factor or sell that invoice to the factoring company. There's pros and cons to both spot factoring and contract factoring. First, we'll look at spot factoring. Spot factoring, the advantage is you have choice. You get to decide whether or not you want to factor or sell those invoices to the factoring company. The con, or the exchange to doing so, is typically the factoring company will advance less money and you will have to pay a higher factor rate. So you will end up getting less money up front and it's going to cost you more to do so in exchange for having the choice. Contract factoring, you don't have the same choice or freedoms that you do with spot factoring because you have an obligation to the factoring company. In exchange for that obligation or meeting whatever the threshold the contract determines, you will typically get more money up front or a higher advance rate, and your factor rate, or the fee you pay to factor those invoices, will be lower. In exchange for having less freedom, you get more money. Generally speaking, if you have a lot of slow paying customers or you're experiencing slow paying customers really frequently, a contract factoring agreement may be better for you because you have the peace of mind knowing that each one of your invoices you can receive a higher cash advance up front. If you only have a few slow paying customers or you have a good collections mechanism within your own company, a spot factoring agreement may be a nice tool to have in your tool belt that you can go to in the few cases that you need it. I hope you're able to learn a little bit more about the differences between spot factoring and contract factoring and which one could be better for your business. If you have any additional questions, visit us at the Expert Center linked below, and remember that payment help is here.